Hi everybody, I'm going to throw together some quick cards. So the first thing you see is my mini mink is all warmed up here. What I did yesterday was I took a stencil and I put some Ranger texture paste, and this is the transparent gloss, onto some watercolor paper. And I'm going to be using some of this new deco foil in green glitter. And we're going to see if it will transfer over. I know I tried this with the Mod Podge and it worked okay. So I wanted to see if it would work with this transparent texture paste from Ranger. I'm going to make sure the whole image is covered. Put it in through with a transfer sheet. And I have it on setting 4 because this is heavyweight watercolor paper. While it's going through, I also have some other designs I put through stencils here that I've cut down to fit some card bases here, and I have some card bases made up, so we will just glue some of these down. And I'm using Tombow Extreme because of, again, the watercolor paper. That one's got stuff on it. And we'll do a little bit of embellishments and see how quickly we can throw these cards together with these glittered backgrounds. Alright, now the true test if transparent gloss texture paste will work with foiling. Voila! Yes, it does. Another item that you have in your arsenal, and that foiled beautifully. And I kind of suspected it would because it looks very similar to the texture or the deco foil paste. So probably could cut that down. I think I want to tie a little ribbon on this. Alright. Alright, let's throw some cards together here quick. This is a Paper Pack Autumn Splendor Love Nicole. Just going to use it for a couple background sheets. My cards are cut to A2 size, so I'm going to make this put it on with this one. 5 1/4 by 4. I don't want it to be too busy. Oops, that's not working out. That one. Okay. Here's one I made with glitter foil, and I had masked off that circle and used some Distress inks. And I just want to stamp some sentiments in there. And I got 2 new stamp sets I'm going to use here. So this one is the Penny Black Full of Merriment mini stamp set. And I'm using the Winter Magic for the outside. And I'm using Hero Arts Ombre ink in Dolphin. And I thought the dolphin matched what I did there, which was just totally by coincidence. And I'm going to kind of go like this. Alright. And then the inside sentiment is also from a new Penny Black set called Joy and Happiness. And the sentiment I'm using says, just like the snowflake, you are one of a kind. And we're also going to use the same ombre ink on that. Beautiful. So that one is done. Okay, now for the autumn stamps or cards, I have some embellishments off to the side here. And these are just stickers. These are from Hobby Lobby. They are Paper Studio brand. I like them because they have a little bit of metallic foiling to them. I think I'm going to use this one. It says Harvest and it has a little pumpkin on it. Now, I know sometimes we focus on making our embellishments, but this card is so beautiful. I really don't want to take away from it. Now, if I put this down on here, it's going to kind of get lost. So I'm going to do something else here with this. I'm going to put this down on a little piece of watercolor paper here. And I'm actually going to make it like a little die cut, because if I just put it down being a clear sticker, I would lose, the sticker would kind of get lost in the background, if that makes any sense visually. So I'm just going to put it down this scrap of watercolor paper, cut the sticker out, which kind of makes it like a little die cut, or chipboard. I guess it would be a chipboard sticker. I don't want to overpower and cover up that background we made, which we made out of Nuvo paste. Alright, I think I'm going to top this up with some foam dots. Okay, so I think that takes care of that card. So let's move that one aside. All right, for this one, let's see here. I kind of like this sticker that says Autumn. But I have these other ones. See, I think that's just too many leaves. Sometimes you spend a lot of time making beautiful backgrounds. You don't really want to overpower your card by putting too much on it. I think I'm going to do the same thing with this one, is put it on the watercolor paper and cut it out. And I won't lose the foiling on the picture because these are clear stickers. So let me cut this out quick. And I hate fussy cutting, but these are pretty easy to do because they're stickers, so they already have the border around them, so you don't have to worry about is your border too tight when you're fussy cutting. I know some people enjoy fussy cutting. I do not. I would rather have a die, or lately I've been skipping on dies and learning to use my silhouette to do the trace feature on the silhouette, because dies can be pretty expensive. So now there's some specialty dies out there, like if you wanted like a stitch border or something like that. But just cutting out like stamped images. I would rather have a die or use my Silhouette machine to cut it out instead of fussy cutting it. But this didn't take too much time at all. And the trick is to move your paper, not to move your scissors. And to use a good pair of sharp scissors. All right. That one. Same thing, gonna pop this one up. There's a little blank spot here which kind of bothers me. Here we go. Do it that way. And then I leave these blank inside because I can use this as a thank you card. I can use it as a holiday card. Okay, so there's that card. All right, what else do we have over here? So here's the one I put through yesterday. The same stencil that we just used on our foiled card. Where did I put that one? There we go. This one. What I did though was I used the green glimmer paste from Nuvo, and then I used red Nuvo drops on it, and this is all completely dried now. And I think I want to put something behind this, some pattern paper or some foil paper there. The music paper here. So I'm going to cut this down so that it covers the whole back of the card, which will be 5.5 by 4 1/4. I want this one on here. This one. This one. And then somewhere, here we go. I got these little knickknacks from Hobby Lobby. And they're just little holly. Let me see those. I'll put some of those on there. I think what I'll do is I'll stamp out a sentiment and put a strip across and then put those little guys on there. So let's see here. Holiday Magic or Making Spirits Bright. What I should do is heat emboss it, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to stamp this out in some nice, let's see here, Cherry Cobbler red ink, I think will match the Nuvo drops. This is from Stampin' Up. And I'm just going to practice stamping it off over here. Okay, because it's a new stamp. I want it to be nice and clear. Alright, that looks good. Alright, then I'm going to cut this strip down, and I think I'll put it down there, and then we'll put these little holly leaves on there to accent it. So, my point of this video is you can make some really quick cards, excuse me, if you make some backgrounds ahead of time, let them dry overnight, and then put the cards together the next day. Not everything has to be an elaborate production the same day. I made these backgrounds fairly quickly yesterday, and so now I'm just throwing them on card bases and embellishing them. Nothing super fancy, but they're still nice because they're handmade, so whoever gets them hopefully will appreciate that. Alright, so that's going to look cute there, I think. And I'm going to use glue dots because of it sticking onto the glitter paste there. Because regular glue might lift. So just put that on there. Put these little guys on here. And I don't have my small glue dots out, or that's probably what I would use. So I'm just going to use some liquid Nuvo glue here. And take that same ink pad and grab one of these sentiments inside. Wishing you the joy of family, happiness of friends, and the love of Christmas. So that'll look cute in there. I'm going to use that same Cherry Cobbler ink. Now, I would normally stamp this off, but since... Oh. Alright, made a mistake. Ink on my fingers. No big deal. We are going to take a piece of paper and cut it down to size. See, this is why I do this, so you guys can see what I do when I make mistakes. That's also the reason why I was going to stamp it in there. So, for example, if I had stamped it and it wasn't straight or didn't stamp out perfect, I don't freak out, because if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, then I just get another piece of paper and line the inside with it. And then that just makes the card look like you meant to step it up or make the card a little sturdier. So I'm just going to take a piece of Neenah Solar White here, cut it down to 5 3/4. Sorry, 5 3 3/4. Alright, now without inky fingers, I'm going to stamp this down and hopefully it's centered. And if it isn't, we just flip the paper over and use the back side. Okay, perfect. Could even emboss this just to, again, make it stand out. Now that will cover up my ink splotch. And if it didn't, I would put just a green piece of paper behind there, like this, and cover it up. Alright, so that card's done. And then the last one I have to do, guys, well, two last would be this foiled one and this glitter one. The glitter one I'm not going to do right now. What I want to do is cut out a glittered snowflake and put it on top. So I want to save this one, and I think I want to try some ribbon around it, only because it's so white. I want to put some color in there, so I'll probably do like a blue snowflake and some blue ribbon. And then on this one, I want to die cut. What I'll probably do is glue this one down. Actually, we can go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to die cut some sentiments that I have. I have some that say Noel, joy, something else. Peace, I think. Let me see here. I think I have an extra one that I cut. And I will probably cut those out of foiled paper in red and put those over. And then also maybe go in with the Nuvo drops again. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys some cards. It's, like I said, the backgrounds were made yesterday. Today was just kind of putting them together. Used 2 penny black Christmas sentiments. So here's the foiled one we use with texture paste, transparent gloss, run it through, let it dry overnight, and then foiled it. So that came out beautifully. This was the Bow Bunny texture paste through a snowflake stencil. This is the Emerald Green Nuvo Drops Emerald Green Glimmer paste through a stencil. This is Bow Bunny Pumpkin glitter paste. This is Nuvo Mousse something sherbet orange. I don't know what it's called, but it's Nuvo Mousse, and it has a pearlescent sheen, and it dries hard. And then the last one is just glitter paper. I die cut this glitter snowflake, mask the back. So I made some pretty, I think, quick and easy cards here in a matter of, what, 20 minutes? 22 minutes. So I'm sorry the video was a little long, guys, but I hope you guys picked up some tips. And again, if you have any questions, post them below. Thanks for watching, and I will continue to post Christmas videos for you guys. Keep on stamping.